Now, ladies and gentlemen, there's a bit of a story. The guy I'm about to bring on now, he's helped me put this gig on tonight. We've curated it together, but it's a longer story than that. When I first started comedy a few years ago, it was really hard to get booked and get regular gigs, and someone took a bit of trust in me. This next act, this old man who sat up there, said, "We're running a comedy night called Funny Bunnies, how do you feel about hosting it?" And I did that gig every fucking week it was on, and I got better, and I practiced, and I said, "Right, if I ever make it big, you two are coming with me." So, we're back tonight here at the Palace, ladies and gentlemen. There's the The sun was watching me, thinking, one day, I too will be a stand-up comedian. Starts gigging a couple of years ago, and he's the fucking nuts. He's going to come on and entertain you now, so let's bring the roof down. We'll start with a smattering of applause. Bring it up to the working class, favourite of the class, and give it fighting. We can cheer like America.
Southend, are you well? Good, my name's Ross, I'm from Westcliff. Yeah, chaps love it. I see the Southend-on-Sea people shitting their pants and something like that. Just clutching your MacBooks and a new tyre in the back of the Yeah, I live in Westcliff, I've been in a whole life, and like Susie was talking about it a little bit, like doing this job, you go all over the country, and our reputation here as these people is tarnished somewhat due to that quality TV programme, right? The one that makes you think the contrast is fucked on your telly. Right, and now I have to explain wherever I go, when I start every set, I have to explain to people, despite where I'm from, despite what that show might depict, I'm from Essex, I've got a couple of GCSEs. Yeah, one in drama, one in construction, but still two. Just got one in them orange fuckers have got, so that's a good place to start. But, like, this is Southend, give me a cheer if you work or know someone that works at the Royal Bank of Scotland. All of you. Because that's what you do when you're in Southend and you leave school, isn't it? You do one of two things. You do fuck all, or you work at RBS. I did fuck all. And I worked at IBS. And like that was when I started thinking I wanted to do comedy, because in my first 2 weeks of training at IBS, right, it made me think we were moving backwards as a race of people, with devolving rather than evolving. And the reason for that is in our first 2 weeks of training, we were going over words and terms of phrase that you should never use on the phone to a customer, right? And this one came up, it was bear with me, right? She was there. She was training. Yeah, it was bear with me. Now, we all know what that means, don't we? It means wait a minute, or won't be long, bear with me, right? But they said you should never use the words bear with me on the phone to a customer, in case they think there is a bear with you. It's not actually true at all, is it? Because no one's that fucking thick, right? You don't know how many log cabin call centres you've got in Canada. Well, there's a genuine possibility of a bear walking up to your desk. But if, like, I'm not David Hamper, right? But if that actually happened, right? If you were working in a customer service call centre in Canada and a bear walked up to your desk, presumably you would show slightly more alarm than bear with me.
Brilliant.
How many people in relationships? Make some shit relationships. Good single people make some noise. Happier fucking people. I'm in a relationship. I've been with my missus for 6 years now. We moved in with each other. Cheers. Thanks. That was her. We moved in with each other about 3 years ago. That was a big culture shock for me. I don't even live with mates. So moving in with a girl was a big deal. I knew things would change. I know I can't just sit in my pants playing FIFA all the time like I used to. Or actually do fucking chores and stuff like that. But one of the biggest things I know, the biggest difference in my house, like cosmetically, I used to have like spaces where there was not stuff. Now there's clothes in those spaces. It's like Primark Basildon is what it is. Okay, I used to have radiators, one in every room in the house. now I've got an array of heated wall-mounted clothes horses. And shoes particularly, like, you know, as you open the door to my house you can see the stairs, not the stairs, shoe rack. Shoes fucking everywhere, right? Shoes in the lounge, shoes in the porch, shoes on the stairs, shoes in the garden, shoes everywhere. And I know that all the women in this room, you're going to be thinking what she did. And that's, shoes for the girls thing. You don't understand. Shoes for the girls thing. Porn's a man thing, though. I don't leave back door baluster in the house. We're in the fucking house. That would be inappropriate, wouldn't it? Yeah, I do think we're going backwards a little bit. I think, like, you know, we've got a beautiful language. I think we piss about it a little bit too much. There's certain words in our language that should be reserved for a specialist kind of status, right? And we just throw them about willy-nilly. Right? Words like legend, for example, yeah? Now, if you make sure a cup of tea, you go, thanks, mate, legend. Yeah? Get some beers in. Cheers, mate, legend, legend. Legend? Mahatma Gandhi was a legend. Martin Luther King, legends. The Beatles, legends. The Rolling Stones, legends. All those people were legends. Your mate who shagged a big fat bird should ever be referred to as a legend. Ever. Unless it's in the back of a Mini. That's some human Tetris shit, that's fucking legend. We've got, it's quite serious members. We've got a pet, little hairy baby, dog, little Frankie. And we've got pets in the audience. If you haven't got pets, you've got no soul. That's how it works. We've got a little black Labrador called Frank. She's beautiful, she's lovely. But I think that pets, dogs particularly, are pivotal to the success of a relationship, right? And this is because of dog voice, right? A little smattering of laughs, but you all fucking do it, right? If you've got a dog, you have to talk to that dog in a Louis Spence voice. Because that's how it understands English, right? That's the dog whisperer, we're all talking about it, that's how it works, right? But this is brilliant, it sounds ridiculous, fucking brilliant if you're in a relationship, pivotal, right? Because I can voice all the issues I've got with my girlfriend via the dog, in dog voice, and everything's alright, right? I've actually had full-scale rows with my girlfriend via the dog, in dog voice. It goes something like this. Wouldn't it be nice, Frank, just once? Wouldn't it be nice if your dad made the bed? Just once. Wouldn't that be nice? Wouldn't it be nice if your mum picks her fucking shoes up? Wouldn't that be nice? Wouldn't it be nice if your dad made me come? Once. That's a joke, by the way. I'm always making a fucking bed. Always. Yeah, clap that, you bastards. I don't always wear this fucking jumper, this weren't my idea. I actually live here, I've got to go out in this, do you know what I mean? Get the shit kicked out of me. Yeah, so I can't satisfy the missus that much, so I'm not very good at it. I try hard, but I think that's all that matters. Jokes help with relationships too. See what can though, 50 Shades of Grey. Yes, Basil's over there, surely. Just sliding out the door eventually. Yeah, so 50 Shades of Grey, well, that raised the bar in the bedroom for me higher than I ever thought it could go, right? And how many men have read that book? Just my dad. All over in that part of the room. Yeah, like, no men have read that book, none of you. Because we've got pornography, right? We don't think we're matching it with words, we've got pictures and film, that's what we want, we like it. We're happy with that, right? Found out though, bringing out a film based on the book 50 Shades of Grey, right? How many men would watch that film? The answer is all of them, right? This is acceptable pornography now at my house. Did kind of make me think though, right? That would never work the other way around. I couldn't watch a porno, write a book, and then expect her to read it, right? Chapter 1. Dismayed by the apparent boiler fault during her morning shower installation, Chanel rang a plumber. Chapter 2. He came on her tits and they would have happy ever after. You never fucking watch it. How many people got kids in the audience? Got kids? Yeah. Good. My nephew's 5 years old, right? And for Christmas, I think it's ridiculous the kind of stuff that we're buying for young kids now, right? Like my cousin's 5 years old. For Christmas last year, he was bought a robotic dog and an iPad to feed it with. That's no shit, right? A robotic dog and an iPad with an app on it to fucking feed it with. 5 years old. 5. Yes, 5. When I was 5, what I got for Christmas was a little plastic fluorescent tube. And when you turned it upside down, it made the noise of a confused Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I like that.
What you've got me there is, I've essentially masturbated Donald Duck. And he's got a long, thin, fluorescent penis. I think like I think like we're tainted by the internet a lot. I think that's a big deal as to why we're all moving backwards. I think like how many people in this room makes a noise if you play Candy Crush Saga? Your friends fucking hate you. I get a million requests a day from people asking me to play this fucking game, right? The early hours of the morning, phone pops up, do you want to play Candy Crush Saga? No, I fucking don't, right? Do you not realise, right? This is the equivalent of back in the day, walking the streets at midnight with a box of Monopoly under your arm. Knocking on all your friends' doors. I just thought you might want to play Monopoly, mate. I sent you a thimble last Tuesday. Cheers, thanks. What's your name? Like, the English language is a weird one. I love the way we are, because we're quite apologetic as English people, we all know that, right? But I discovered, I just wrote this just the other day, I was walking down the high street. Now, you know when you bump into someone, when you're walking down the road, and you both go the same way, right, it's awkward, you know? I don't know about you, but I always go, oh, do a little dance. Always do it, right? Oh, do a little dance, right? And like, because my brain's a bit twisted with like trying to find funny, it makes like, in the era I'm from, when someone says do a little dance, I instinctively think, make a little love. Exactly, right? So in my twisted brain, I thought, wouldn't it be funny if you were walking down the street and you bump into someone, and instead of going, do a little dance, you went, make a little laugh. How fucking weird would that be, right? I was thinking this, went down the high street, bumped into someone, I went, oh, make a little laugh. So conscious of not saying I fucking said it, right? Now, this would have been less awkward if the person I'd done it with wasn't an 80-year-old woman collecting for outsiders. Do you know what she said? Get down tonight. Fucking legend. So what, she won't remember. Really good this one, ladies and gents. I'm a bit of sad news recently. My uncle passed away. Don't worry, he was a prick. I felt slightly responsible, right? That's because of this story, right? When I was really little, the reason why I hated my uncle with such a fucking passion is because he loved like making me jump. I was quite a nervous kid, and he loved like making me jump, and I properly shit my pants, like properly. And like once, it was my 13th birthday party, all my mates were there, he made me jump, actually pissed myself, right? Yeah, you laugh, and ruined me. So from that day on, I vowed that I'd never talk to him again, I'd never see him again, but one day I would get revenge, right? And he moved away and he come back, right? And he was like going to my mum, so I thought, you know what? I know it's a long time, but fuck it, I'm having it now. It's coming back, I'm right? So I went to my mum's, knew he was there, went and hid in the washing basket in the bathroom. I think there was room. Like Candy Crush. And I waited in there for an hour and a half. Heard him in there, heard him talking, and I heard the words I've been waiting for all fucking days. Just going, hello. I was brilliant. All the thoughts, all the feelings, all the emotions started flooding back. He hear him walking up the stairs. Heard the bathroom door, my heart was pounding, the adrenaline was going. I had him unbutton his belt, and I jumped out of the washing basket, and I stabbed him. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
Beautiful comment there,